I'm Jonathan Grado, and I'm Vice President of Marketing at Grado Labs. In 1953, my great uncle started the company, Uncle Joe. So the story is we hand make them in Brooklyn, family owned for 61 years. We've always been word of mouth. So yeah, we haven't advertised since 1964, and it kind of snowballed into this low key. I mean, you saw the outside of Grado. Our sign isn't anywhere. It's a bunch of graffiti, but that's how we like it. This is just a factory. And yeah, I mean, when I first started working with the company, I really wanted to move out of this place because I went to all these other places. They just had these really cool spaces with giant glass rooms and all this really cool stuff, and I would always get jealous. I realized that that's just because you have a really cool space doesn't always mean the product's great. So our product, I like to think, is great, and the space kind of it's kind of part of the environment, part of the culture.
My name is John Grado, and I'm CEO, owner of Grado Labs. We really take every little thing into account, and we listen. But it's all fine-tuning. What we like to call each headphone has its own formula. So when I'm designing or doing serious listening, there are 3 albums that I listen to. A Eric Clapton, Unplugged, a Duke Ellington, and a Ella Fitzgerald. I have a cut from each album, and it's like 30 seconds. And those are my reference points. I'll listen, after we design, then I'll listen to all types of things just to make sure everything's working. But those are my 3 reference points. It's embedded in my head. I know how I want it to sound. And, I'll know if it's sounding better than what I expected. I know Jonathan mentioned this. My grandfather had the fruit store here. My father, upstairs, when he was 5 years old, he was running around like a little kid. So there's really family heritage history in this building. And I kind of feel it's like our lucky rabbit's foot. So I'm not really interested in going anywhere else. But my grandfather owned the building. He had a fruit store for many years. He closed the fruit store, but before he closed it, he had hoped that his sons, he had 5 sons, would come into the business and he would have a fruit store conglomerate. None of the boys were interested, luckily. But we always, when we come to work, we really don't think consciously that we're coming to some special place. This is our job, and we're just happy to do it, and we're glad that Dad and Uncle Joe didn't go into the fruit store business, because then we'd be selling fruit today.